Alright guys, so today we have a Vortec 5.3 liter engine. Basically be tearing it down just to the block itself. So taking the heads off, oil pan, everything in the front here, all that good stuff. As you can see, I've already removed the crank pulley here. Pretty much in order to get out the car, or the truck, sorry, I had to pretty much get it out so I can maneuver a little easily. Already removed the compressor, power steering pump. I pretty much just removed those, left them connected to the vehicle, and just swung it to the side when pulling it up. So pretty much that's everything I removed. Obviously the intake manifold's gone, but number 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 bolts total. Just remove it, pull it out. Very simple. So now that the vehicle, or the engine's out the vehicle, we're gonna go ahead and start our tear down process here. And first thing we have to do is remove the exhaust manifolds here. They pretty much cover some of the head bolts, which is fairly annoying when working on this engine inside the vehicle. But luckily, it's only held in by, 6 bolts on each end. So 6 number 13 bolts here, as well as over here. So on this side, we're also going to remove the dipstick. So we're going to get that out of the way as well. Now I left these wires and my spark plugs in there because pretty much I'm just taking the block out. That's it. These have been remachined previously, but now the block needs to get repaired. So pretty much I'm removing the exhaust manifolds and we'll get to the next step. Okay guys, the exhaust manifolds are off now. Just those 13 millimeters. That dipstick has to come out first, number 15 here, and just pull it out. So now we're going to go ahead and take the valve cover off. Simple as, really simple. Just number 8 here, all one on each end. Just go ahead and pop it off like so. And then we're going to get these rocker arms out. So now these, I like to keep them in the exact same order they come out. So I could get away with just leaving them in place. It would just be the push rods that would probably have to slide out. But either or, when installing, I will have to take them off anyway. So these are also number 8s here. Just go ahead and pop them all off. And just make sure you keep it in a certain order that you can remember. This is 1, 2, 3, etc. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these off, and then we can go ahead and start getting to our head bolts. But let me get this off first, and we'll get to the next step. Okay guys, so now on to the next step is removing the head. This is how I pretty much just set it in order. Find the engine, blah blah blah. Basically do it however you remember. So these are held in by 1015s as well as 5 number 10s up there. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this 5 number 10 bolts up here, and then just knock out these 15 millimeter bolts here. Once I do that, just pop it right off, and that's the left cylinder head. Now I did forget to mention these 2 number 10 bolts that hold the coolant crossover here. Also gonna have to move that before you can obviously get this bolt out. So I'll get this out the way as well, and then go to my number 15. Okay guys, you can see all my bolts for my head here has been removed. Temperature sensor kind of gets away a little bit, so just be careful. I got around it still. So you can see all my coolant's starting to leak out. So I'm just going to pick the head up and pretty much just get out the way and do the next side. So now with the cylinder head gone, I'm just going to go ahead and pull this head gasket off right at the side. So now we have our notorious valve lifters and housing here. Oh, that's not cool. That's interesting, really interesting there. So anyways, pretty much you really can't install these wrong. The housing itself has like a notch for the fuel management lifters, as well as nothing for the ones that don't do anything. So, but just to be safe and sorry, we're gonna just keep them in the exact same order they come out. So you can go ahead and remove those. I believe this is number 10. Just take this out the way and get it out the way. We'll be done with this side of the block. Now I just wanted to show you all this because in the past this has happened to me. When you remove the valve lifter housing here, sometimes the lifters will just get stuck. I mean, no big deal. As you can see right now, only the fuel management ones came out, and you can see the notch I was speaking of, so you really can't go wrong when installing them, but installation video I'll explain later. So don't be alarmed if this happens. All you gotta do is really put 2 fingers or near nose pliers or something, just pulling that out, put it back in. Okay, also this is the final product of when you remove everything on the left cylinder head side here. Pretty much that's it. So have these in the order that it came out. I'm gonna do the exact same thing on the other side, you know, number 8s on top, 10s for the lifter housing, 15 for the head bolts. Literally do the exact same thing on this side, so not even bother mentioning what's going on. I'm gonna keep them in the same position. Also, I don't believe there's anything different from this side and the other, except for, you know, just the orientation. This is the right side. I actually think you can pretty much swap a lot of these parts over, like the rock arms and stuff, but don't do that. Just keep everything, you know, straight to what it is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this and get this out the way, and then I'm gonna take this engine outside, actually, because I know once I flip it over to do the next parts, I'm gonna get a bunch of coolant and stuff coming out that's still sitting in that block. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this and just get out the way, and then we'll work on doing, I believe, what's next? We'll do something on the front here, so let's get this. Okay guys, so I pretty much took off the rocker arms already and everything. So the only thing I've noticed that's a little bit different is this here. So this little thing here is facing this where the GM is, you know, upside down versus the other side where it was this direction. Now I don't know if there's like something special about that or not, but still FYI, I'm just gonna put it back in the exact same way it came out. So I'm gonna make sure I make a note of that, just so you know. Alright y'all, now that the head is removed, you pretty much see everything. Now, the only thing different, which I will explain further when I reassemble, is obviously going to be the lifters, you know, the active fuel management ones versus the regular, that doesn't do anything ones, and the housing is different as well. So really, I mean, that's the one thing you'll see different right when you're taking it apart, so just keep those separate. I mean, I'm obviously going to keep these together. I'm probably going to end up replacing the housing. It's wise to do when you do these. Well, actually, really, a lot of people will get rid of these because these are horrible. But, that kit's like $2,000 apparently. So pretty much I'm just gonna mark these. These can't get mixed up, but I want to mark this the right side for both of them, and I did the other one, made the left side. So I'm just get these out the way and then get it out of here. Okay, so we're here with the engine turned over, doing the oil pan. There's a total of 15 10mm bolts all the way across. I already took them out, but I left 2 in to show you that there will be 2 of these small long ones on the back here, as well as this is the size of the other. So I already removed those, and we'll go ahead and get the oil pan off. Now, the gasket normally is riveted onto here, as you can see right here, so sometimes it just comes off easy altogether. Other times they will separate, which I've seen many times before. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pop this off and pretty much get to the next step. So I've gone ahead and removed the oil pan. Just comes straight out. Just, it might get caught right here where the deep portion of it is. Might get caught, it'll just kind of maneuver it around. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the pickup tube here, 2 number 13 nuts and a number 10 bolt here. There will be an O-ring inside of here, but pretty much worry about that when we reassemble. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these removed, and then we're gonna turn the engine back over and get ready to remove all the other stuff that's left over. Okay guys, so I have the engine flipped back over here. I'm gonna go ahead and just remove all the electrical components now. So 2 number 10s here, a 13 for the knock sensor, 13 and number 10 here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get all those off, and then we can head to this bracket here for the AC compressor. It looks like there's only 3 bolts holding it. So 13's there, I believe, or actually those might be 15s, but I'll double check. So those are 15s, so we'll get that bracket out the way, and then after that we'll get this water pump going. All right guys, so I pretty much got all my sensors removed except for one, being a little pest, but I need a little more room to kind of work it out. I'm gonna go ahead and move the water pump here. Literally, it's the entire thing up here. It's pretty much held in by number 10s. Let's see, 2 here, 2 here, 1 there. So total of 5 number 10s. So we can go ahead and get that out the way, and I can work on moving that sensor there. Also, I haven't removed this yet, just like what y'all know, it is number 15s, 3 of them, 1, 2, and 3 back there. So I guess I'll get that out the way when I remove this water pump as well. So I'm gonna get this out, and I'll get this out too. So it's actually 6 bolts. I missed the one right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. Probably get some coolant when we do so. Oops, sorry. I'm trying to look at both. All right, so I'm gonna leave that little loose here for it to catch any coolant, or to catch the water pump itself. Let me find a good pry point. Really, this right here. There you go. Oh, I guess I already drained all the coolant out. So pretty much it's just loose here. I'm gonna get this bolt out the way and pretty much throw it to the side. Okay guys, so we're pretty much down to the last portion of this, or we got a couple more things left. So pretty much I'm gonna remove the lifter manifold here. So pretty much there's solenoids in here that control all of the lifters, and I'm gonna be very careful in removing it. You do not grab the center point. I'll show you how to remove it. Basically, it's not really like hard at all. So with 13, remove 10 bolts, or 11 actually, one back here. So 5 on each side, another bolt at the back, and go ahead and pop it out. And then when doing so, do not grab the center where the solenoids are, just grab the ends. Okay guys, so this is the valve lifter manifold. So here's our solenoids here. So GM actually makes a note to not even hold it from here, not even grab it from here, so just make sure you hold the side. So I'm gonna put this in a safe spot for when I reinstall it. And next we'll get to the motor mounts, which are held in by 450. Sorry about that, y'all. I dropped the camera. 4 15mm bolts, 2 on both sides, and as well as on this end. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop those off, and we'll be pretty much done after that. Alright, also my mounts have been removed, but I just got a call from the shop doing the block for me that they want the timing cover gone too. So 10mm, there's a total of 8 of them, 2, 4, 6, and 8. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop those off, and we'll see what we're working with. Okay guys, so pretty much all my bolts except for this one right here. So now I'm just gonna kind of go up here and draw it off. And there we go, timing cover is removed, and that's pretty much all I have to do now. Just send it to the shop to get rebuilt. So thanks for watching guys. Please like and subscribe. More videos to come.